I mean, PSG. I think what I said is they had the potential to score for fun. I didn't think that was. I mean, I didn't think that was gonna. I knew they had that in them. I just didn't think Inter was capable of allowing something like that
to happen.
to happen.
Yeah.
Those are grown men that we just watched
Yeah.
get in like at the peak of their like this is the most important moment of their lives, and they just got. So let's unpack it. See how this happened. Post mortuary.
Postmortem of the shellacking
Mm-hmm.
that Inter got. Um, Inter played their famous 5-3-2 system with DeMarco, who cost them in the first two goals on the
Yep.
left. Dumfries, who didn't, he looked a little leggy on the right. Uh, Pavard, Cherby, and Bastoni in the middle. The midfield three per usual of Mkhitaryan, Chananoglu, and Barella, and Turam and Lautaro up top. And for PSG, Hakimi. I'm gonna switch this here. Call that Marquinhos and Pacho, Mensch, Jao Mendes or Gomez. I always no Jao Gomez. I always say Mendes all the time, but Jao Mendes was holding for them. The two eights were Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz. Dembele was the nine. Due on the right. Kvaratskhelia on the left. First of all, what? Tell me what this is. The kickoff. when
What was that?
when it, honestly,
The
when
shit
that
was
kickoff
that?
happened, I was like, oh yeah, they won. I was like, that kickoff, I'm like, this guy knows something
mm.
we do not know.
Mm.
And immediately that kickoff went, everybody went into position, into their high pressing position. Nuno went up, everybody went up, Fabian Ruiz went up, everybody like pushed high,
Mm.
right? Like so, and actually even further, like so. Um, this shape that I'm showing right now is how the whole game went for the most part. Like
Pressure.
it was just here all the time. Um, Hakimi was in here allowing Due to like first half. Due was very active. I think Due and um, Dembele were like given license to rotate because for before the goal, Due received the ball here, had a shot on goal, and again, Vitinha played him a ball here. Where's the ball? I forget the ball. Gave him the ball there, and he had a shot. And the next time he got the ball, Hakimi runs into the box and for a
Yeah,
tapping.
easy tap.
Yeah, and for that goal, DeMarco's positioning. He first played Due on side, and then this close down on Due was shocking. He was really exposed there. Um, but Vitinha was like coming back here to pick up the ball, and the like when Pacho and Marquinhos was sitting back, he would pick up the ball and dictate from here. Fabian Ruiz and Dragons wasn't going forward as much, but Fabian Ruiz would pop up here, pop up here. Like how they were using Fabian Ruiz, Dembele, and Due. Those, I mean, obviously, we know Hakim and the wing backs are going to be high, but those four players, Fabian, three players specifically, actually four, with
Mm.
Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Dembele, and Due, their rotation just messed the midfield three of Inter up. It just messed them up.
Yeah.
They didn't know who they were picking. They didn't know where the player was. It was just like it was like hypnosis.
It was just constant motion, right? Like
Yeah,
and players not out of position, but just moving,
moving.
movement. And just you know them not being like these are old midfield, all well established midfielders,
Yeah.
and they were chasing ghosts.
Yep.
They were, I mean, they were miles off of it
Miles off.
for maybe other than a 40-minute period of time, but like after the when it was 2-0 down. I
Yeah,
think there was like
yeah,
a little lull where they kind of stabilized the bleeding, and then the half
yeah.
happened, and they came out and started stabbing again.
Right, and I'll get to when it got even worse because
Mhm.
after the first half, you thought like can't get any worse than this.
Mhm.
It got worse.
Wait,
Another thing that
it can.
yes, it can. Another thing that PSG were doing very well off of Inter's goal kicks was they were man for man. Like when the trigger point was when Sommer had the ball. Dembele tormented it. He didn't give him a breath to even look up. Every time he got the ball, he went straight at.
Mm.
What it made it even worse was when DeMarco went out and Pavard went out, and they brought in Damian and Carlos Augusto,
Mm.
and they switched. And Visa came in, but Visa got injured, and
Yeah.
they switched to a back four. So they played um, Dumfries as a right midfielder, and it was something like this, right? So they brought in Damian to play right back,
Yeah.
Carlos Augusto to play left back.
Famous last words.
I'm not Carlos Augusto. Yeah, famous last word for real. I forget his name. Zalewski to
Mm.
play left back, then Carlos Augusto to play left mid, and they played Barella and Mkhitaryan, no, Chanaloglu left them. Then the two up top still remained. It got worse because the three in the midfield that was not even keeping up. When it changed to two, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just looking at their bench. This is a thin team,
They don't
Toru.
have peas, man.
They don't have.
Arnautovic is on the bench.
Yeah, they don't have the. So
Yeah.
obviously, when the first plan A doesn't go well,
There's nothing. There's
all those
nothing.
subs
There's
made it
nothing.
worse.
There's nothing.
It made it way worse.
There's nothing.
It's
And
an average age is 30 years old.
33?
30 years old.
Oh, 30 years old.
The starting 11, and
Okay.
PSG's 24.8,
20, yeah.
about 25 years old.
Yeah. 5
Lean,
years young.
lean team. Perfect. Balance of age and experience.
Yeah.
Marquinhos 31.
Yep.
Hakimi a little bit older, but everybody else
Young boys, young
yeah.
bucks. Vitinha was this guy here, man. I was going to mention something. Vitinha ran the game, right? He dropped here, collected the ball, dropped here, collected the ball. Collected the ball. Even for the goal, like it, quick 1-2s. Dembele pop up here, do 1-2, slide in, do another near post finish, like you said. But Vitinha ran that game, right? But me personally, I've played in midfield back in the day, and I feel like Fabian Ruiz and João Gomes, the work that they do in terms of like not necessarily having the ball, but the runs they make, the positions that they put themselves, allow Vitinha to run the show. I'm saying that to say, for every one midfielder that you see balling out, the others are doing so much to make that happen. It may not even look aesthetically pleasing. If you don't know ball, you won't see it. But just for example, I mentioned earlier how we use this number 8 as Fabian Ruiz. He was like here. He would show him and Jargons will show for Vitinha for a quick 1-2, just like for the goal. Like just the options that they provide alone, and you have to respect those options. Just allows players like that to flourish. And I just wanted to give them a shout out.
Yeah, I mean, the midfield is a midfield like that is a symbiotic type of thing. It's a bunch of push pull. And, when one ball's out, it typically means the other one's doing the dirty work. But perfect balance in that midfield for PSG. They knocked it out of the park.
And again, the only thing Inter was playing for when they were more dangerous were towards the end of the game when like the subs happened and set pieces. But again, they couldn't build up from the back because Dembele was pressing the heck out of them.
You said the word dangerous.
Not dangerous. Okay.
There was a moment
right.
of stabilization.
You're right.
But at no point.
Dangerous. I use it relatively.
Okay, fair.
Put it that way.
At no point did I think
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiver me
You
timbers.
know that me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like at no point. If anything, I was concerned for you.
Yeah.
And, 90 minutes. They said, go home to your families, bro.
Speaking of, Timmy pointed it out in our group chat.
Mm,
Shout out to the ref for just blowing the whistle at
yeah.
90 minutes. Just
Go
call it.
home to your families.
Just call it. Just call it. There's nothing. There's nothing to play
Mhm.
for. But what the thing I was gonna say, sorry, was Inter were like again same thing they're doing to Barca using um Turam or Lautaro as the release point to hold the ball when they go long and stuff like that, and push them up, like bypassing the press that way. It did not work because
Mm-mm.
Marquinhos and Pacho. In fact, um, Due's first goal was off of a counter, like when Inter were all up front,
Trying to beat the press.
trying to beat the press, and they just
Yeah.
killed them.
Yep.
So, well, the death was kind of was
Yeah.
headshot. There wasn't too much.
I mean,
It wasn't confusing.
every punch landed
Every single punch
caused trauma.
yeah.
It hit a major organ every single blow
Every
that was
single-
thrown. So, except for the couple of misses, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
with Barcola and stuff like that, and
you know,
Cavaschelli.
they
and
were
stuff.
razor sharp on the night. I think, just for perspective here. Second.
Yeah.
PSG had 8 shots on target. 5 of them went in. Inter alternatively had one weak Marcus
Thuram shot, yeah.
header. I don't even call it. It was barely on target.
Yeah.
And then Lautaro had one, I think, as well.
Yes, Lautaro had one as well. A shot from outside too.
So, miles off it on the night.
Yeah,
and,
miles off it. And now Simone Inzaghi's in Saudi.